Hi, this is Blair Pleasant. I'm at the Genesys Analyst Conference at the beautiful Ritz-Carlton in Half Moon Bay, and with me is Reed Henry. Reed is the CMO of Genesys, and he gave a great presentation today talking about lots of things that have been going on at Genesys. So welcome, Reed.
Thank you, Blair.
So what would you say are some of the biggest changes or highlights for Genesys in the past year?
We did a lot. This is a transformational year. I've been here a little over a year. The company's been out of Alcatel for over 2 years now, but this year was a big year of change. We made a big move to the cloud this year. It's a whole set of offerings. We introduced the notion of platform editions, Genesys Customer Experience Platform Editions, Premier Business and Enterprise, which really suited to the markets. It's a big shift in how we go to market. We rationalized our go-to-market and our ProServe packages to do simple deployments around those standard packages and what we'd say predictive use cases that we expect our customers to deploy. We also had some acquisitions that we incorporated into the strategy, pulling different pieces to round out the platform. The same platform technology under all of the editions, but with a different user interface and experience per segment.
Yeah, acquisitions was definitely big for you last year. There were 4 or 5.
Yes, and big, and they had different purposes. So we brought in operational expertise from one, we brought in different components at the smaller contact center for another, and we brought in some capabilities around outbound from another.
You talked about customer experience and the customer journey a bit during your presentation. Can you discuss how you view this and what you're hearing from your customers?
Well, it's really an evolution of the contact center being in the center and the notion of the interaction and the focus on routing and interaction to now stepping back. People have been talking about journey for a long time, but it's nothing new there, but it's a look at, it's not about the multi-channel contact center, it's about where these interactions start, the different touch points that are involved. Touch point, I mean the first place the customer goes, like a mobile app, voice self-service, the website, and what are they doing in those environments that then lead them to the contact center or from interaction to interaction. So yes, the interaction is important, but it's ultimately around the series of those interactions that ultimately drive the customer's views, their view of effort, which is important for loyalty, their satisfaction, etc. It's not about just the interaction, it's about the series of interactions, and then how can a customer and a company come together around those journeys and make it simple.
Great. And you also mentioned that moments of truth are now touchpoint interactions. Can you explain what you mean by that?
Well, there's different meanings of the moments of truth. Some people call that when there's something difficult that happened and then it's a recovery situation. But a more simple way to think of moments of truth is every interaction with the customer is a moment of truth. And historically, that's that interaction focus. I want to get the best satisfaction out of the interaction. But in reality, what's happening is each of those interactions go through a touch point. They go through a website, they go through a contact center. That's that notion of the touch point. And then moments of truth are important. There's CSAT scores on those, but when you look at the interactions over time in a journey, you have a composite CSAT score that is very different across the journey. You can multiply them out. So it is back to the previous question of the journey and the moments of truth really being touch points. And touch points is a key thing that customers are focused on now, is what can I do for my website, what can I do for my mobile app, and how do I bring assisted service to that in a seamless way that carries context, there's no hard channel switching, and then it's all about effort, make it simple.
Okay, well thank you and congratulations on your first year at Genesys.
Thank you, Blair.